Hi, I'm Eric Miller from Kibsi, and here's an interesting fact. It's estimated that there are over 1 billion cameras installed worldwide, and even with all those cameras producing a large amount of video data, almost none of it is being used in a meaningful way. Most of these cameras are only being used for security or liability purposes, but these cameras could be seeing so much more and telling us much more about our business. So why are businesses missing out on all the valuable data their cameras could be providing? Well, the problem is that it's really hard to build applications that take advantage of cameras. Kibsi is a SaaS platform that solves this big problem. Kibsi streams live video from any camera anywhere and converts that video into structured data. The structured data looks just like any other database that the business is already using. It has tables and rows and columns, and the data is mapped to the customer's business domain, which lets us ask a very powerful question. If your cameras could produce a rich data model, and you could reason, monitor, report, and act on that data, what problems would you solve? Let's put this question in the context of a scene from a warehouse. Now, as humans, we can all easily see and understand what's happening in this frame. And it's this understanding that's important, not the image itself. It's the data that's hidden inside this image that really matters. And like us, Kibsi can see and recognize all the different objects and people in this image. But seeing and recognizing objects and people is not enough to solve business problems. What we really need is the data that this image represents. What's needed to solve a business problem is a rich understanding of the full context expressed in the language of the business. What specific forklift are we looking at? Is it carrying the correct items and taking it to the expected location? Or is the forklift being operated in a safe manner? And that question of what problems would you solve with computer vision can be applied to a wide variety of use cases across many industry verticals, including manufacturing, supply chain, healthcare, and many others. Let's look at an example in the restaurant industry. Now, conventional computer vision can identify people and objects like chairs, tables, and plates, but by itself, just identifying those things isn't useful. To make it useful, we need to provide context by giving our tables numbers and grouping them into stations and determining the state of the table, whether it's seated, empty, or ready to take an order, or any other data that's important to the business, and then take that data and reason on top of it to answer questions like, how long did our customers wait to be seated or to place their order? Or how can we be notified whenever it takes too long for a table to receive their food? Now let's look at another example in the transportation industry. Computer vision can identify airplanes and trucks on the tarmac, but we need to know much more for this data to be useful. We need to do things like correlate tail numbers, flight numbers, and gate numbers, and determine when the fuel truck started and finished fueling the plane, or when the catering truck arrived and started loading, or when the baggage trucks finished loading. Once we have that data, we can answer questions about business problems like what ground operations are causing the most departure delays, or how can we improve the turn times of our aircraft at the gate? Finally, let's take a more detailed look at our forklift use case. Again, computer vision does a great job identifying objects in the warehouse, but what if we want to solve a real business problem like route optimization? We can capture a rich set of data like which forklifts are carrying which items, where they are headed, and where the aisles are blocked. Once we have that data, we can determine the optimal routes for forklift operators to take to maximize the efficiency of each pickup, route, and drop-off. In all of these examples, there's a big gap between cameras and producing useful data from those cameras. And closing that gap is the reason we developed the Kibsi platform. Because Kibsi can extract almost any data from any camera, computer vision can now be customized to solve problems across almost any industry vertical or use case. Kibsi makes it easy for anyone in the business to build a custom computer vision solution by providing a low-code, drag-and-drop visual designer to define the specific data they want to extract to solve their unique business problem. And then, by connecting any camera stream to their Kibsi application, they can effectively turn the real world into a structured database, see the data they care about, and easily start solving business problems using computer vision. Our team is really excited about the Kibsi platform, and we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to learn more, please visit Kibsi.com and click on the Let's Chat button. You can schedule a demo or ask any questions you have about turning your camera streams into actionable data using Kibsi. We look forward to hearing from you. Until then, thanks for watching.